Yo, what's up, everybody? We are back for yet another episode of Champions Corner. Today we have two special guests in the building. My main man, 100 grand, Qua.
This is definitely lit.
Qua Mania.
Definitely lit.
Alongside him, we have his new artist, BabyATM.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, man?
We good.
Chilling, bro. Jeez.
I don't know why I was expecting his voice to be
My boy voice cool as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing?
You got it.
How's everybody doing, though, first and foremost? You feel me? How's everybody doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Chilling?
I'm in a great space.
Great space. Nah, that sounds good. Where you guys from, for the people that don't know?
Newark, New Jersey, of course.
No.
Both of y'all from Newark.
Yeah,
Any
South Ward.
South. That was my next party from the South.
From the South, yeah.
That's good. So, for the people that don't know, BabyATM is a rapper.
Yeah.
Qua is more behind the scenes. He does management. I believe he owns his own label.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, what's the name of the label?
SEG,
SEG.
Southside Entertainment Group.
Southside Entertainment Group.
Feature artist, BabyATM.
Facts.
So, what made you, because you know everybody wants to be a rapper, everybody want to be in front of the camera, in front of the mic. What made you want to take a step back and just be behind the scenes?
I read a one-liner that said, the coaches last longer than the players. So, I mean,
That's a fact.
there's no retirement for, because you can coach until you really...
Until you,
till
it's
you're
over.
done. Yeah, till it's really over. I mean, players got a window, so they got to max their opportunities while they're hot or while they're healthy still. I mean, but as a coach, as long as I'm there mentally, I feel like I could run the show from my couch if need be.
So then I always wanted to know, like, how do you get into it? Like, how do you say, yo, I don't got no experience, but I want to manage you, kind of thing?
Well, at this point, I have experience.
Yeah, now.
So now it's like my track sheet speaks for itself. But coming into this situation, it was basically when I was managing Surf. To begin this situation, I wasn't managing him. We had a real manager. I was just his man. It's like I was just there with him, so he ain't by himself. And then as we was going, but I'm soaking in everything that we doing. I'm watching the manager at the time work, what he doing, how he calling people, how he go about handling situations. So as we moving, I'm gradually learning stuff. I'm gradually picking up information on how to be a manager, what it takes to run an artist, what it takes to run a company, what it takes to run a show. And then at some point, we lost him as a manager. So I basically was just going to step in to fill the spot until we found another manager. Like we were actively seeking another manager. Then as we was going, I realized, I'm like, man, I could do this. Like I'm doing it. Like while we wasting time till a new manager came in, I was running the situation. So me and him had a conversation like, yo, you might as well just actually be my manager. So as we was coming up together, we just was working hand in hand, like figuring it out on the go, like together. Like he was managing himself with me as his manager. And then as we went, I started getting resources, started getting more knowledge. He actually just fell back into actual rapper mode and let me just handle the management aspect. So as we was going, I just was learning on the fly.
Facts.
Okay.
That's dope.
So since you said Surf, you still manage Surf now?
No. Right now, I don't manage Surf.
So that's what I was real curious about because, you know, for me coming up, I was a big Surf battle rap fan. When I'm watching the battles, even the early mixtapes and videos, you're never too far behind.
Yeah.
Always right by his side, always like his right hand man. I even remember watching like when y'all got invited by Kevin Durant to OKC, I was watching the vlog. Y'all was just walking, just y'all two walking the streets together, just nothing, like just no buildings, no nothing, just highways and grass. You feel me? So like, I just want to know how like you guys just decided to go separate ways.
Well, at first, like me and Surf is still like brothers. Like we still cool. We just on different business paths. Like right now, like it was like two dominant forces wanted to run this, you know what I mean?
Two alphas.
Yeah, we two alpha males. So even when we didn't mean to, we was always bumping heads, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, rather than keep bumping heads and not fucking with, well, my bad. So rather than keep bumping heads and end up not fucking with each other, we like, yo, the relationship, our personal relationship as family is more important than I would rather give the Raw Bunch brand up than to actually salvage, like mess up our relationship. So it's like, all right, you doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, like we good, like we still gonna be in the same spots, like I'm still coming to your shows, I'm still getting the personal invites and things like that. I just don't answer the phone no more.
Yeah.
Like it's somebody else in that position. So after a while, like I sat for a couple months, you know what I mean? And then I was like, all right, what you about to do? It's time to get back rolling now. Like that's when I said, all right, let me go back home to where it started. Like, he's from my block. Like, he directly came up under me. So I feel like, all right, now that I did all that with Surf, like, don't get me wrong, we did a lot of fly shit. Like, so I'm like, all right, let me go get some of this love back to the roots, know what I mean? So that's why this Southside Entertainment, because we're from the South Ward, like, that's our section. So this is me. This is my way of being the Nipsey of the South Ward. Like, let me start doing something for home. Like, let me give home something to look at. Like, when you look at us in OKC, I don't have nobody from the South Ward with me. Now, I'm like, all right, let me start doing some of this fly shit with the homies now. Like, let me start taking them off the block, know what I mean? So,
did you know that that's what you wanted to do when you left, like, from you being with Surf every day, all day, out doing the whole management thing? Like, did you know that SEG was something you wanted to do off it?
I knew I still was going to manage. I knew I was still going to manage people. I knew, like, this was the field that I was in. Like, I was just doing it for the past 8 years. It's hard not to do it.
Okay.
I didn't know exactly what the company name was going to be. I didn't know who was going to be a part of it. I just knew it was me and a vision, and I was going to pitch it to people that I thought would grasp it, and then whoever, you know what I mean, jumped on board was going to be on board. Whoever let it fly by was just going to let it fly by. But I would have did this by myself, even if it was just me running 10 artists. I'd have did it regardless. You know what I mean? So having people back home that said we going to back you just made it a lot easier. So,
like, how do you pick an artist?
I'm straight talent, and if you don't have talent, you have to have, like, some type of swag, some type of look to you. You just have to be marketable. Yeah. And if you come with if you actually know how to rap, that's a plus. But if you're marketable, that's all I need. All I need is, once people look at you, it's something about you that'll keep them there, that'll catch their attention. So if you're marketable, I'm going to figure out how to make this work. I'm going to figure out how we could generate an income.
So how do you feel about artists that can't rap? I literally just seen something like 2 seconds ago that said Lil Baby used to pay Gunna $100 a song to write him a song.
If you can't rap but you got to look,
yeah, he's marketable for the most part.
If you can't rap but you got to look and you got a demeanor about you that draws attention, like he just said, like, getting somebody to write your stuff is easy. I mean, all we got to do is get the person to write it. Then y'all both go in the studio. He's going to lay down a reference track. He's going to let you know exactly how this got to go, exactly the rhythm and his thought process in forming this song. And all you got to do is listen to what he's saying and go by his direction of the song. If you could rap it, that's all we need, because as long as you got the look and everything, that's good. That's the easy part. So being market, like, there's a lot of people that can rap their ass off, but their look is terrible. Yes. And no matter how good you are, if you are not marketable, you would not make it in this business. Like, you have to be visual. It's a visual thing. Like, nobody really cares. Like, that's like, even if you listen to a podcast, the visuals get more played than the audio. Like, because we want to see it. We want to feel like we're there. So if we looking at you and you're a sore to the eye, like, it limits your views and it limits people talking about it. So as long as you got the look, you could be trash and you'll be further along than the person who can rap but don't have the look. That's why all these new artists around, they can barely rap. That's why they came up with this phrase mumble rap. Yeah. But all these little niggas is either got red, some type of color hair, some type of personality that sparks and it draws attention. Like, you don't know not one lyric, but the video is crazy. I mean, so it's all about being marketable.
So what was it about BabyATM that made you like, yo, I need him a part of my team?
For one, even like when I was active with Surf, he was always hitting me up like, yo, I want to rap, I want to do this, I want to do that. And in the beginning, I was just blowing him off because he would rap and then he would disappear for months. Then he'd rap again, say, I want to. He'd say, I want to rap. Hey, Qua, I want to rap, I want to rap. All right, come on, we're gonna rap. He'd come to the studio, he'd rap, he'd drop a video, and then the next video would be 2 years. Like, he'd been rapping for years. Yeah. But it'd be 2 years from his last anything. Yeah. And me and Surf was ripping and running so fluently that his inconsistency was not what I was looking for at the time. Exactly. Like, family or not, like, when it's business, period. But now, like, I feel like everything happened for a reason. Like, everything unfolded the way it did with me and Surf for a reason. Like, I went back home and started with the home team for a reason. And then it's like, he was the first one that came to mind. Like, all right, I'm ready to rap. I'm like, and we had a little one-on-one, like, bruh, are you really gonna rap this time? You're like, yeah, I got you. So I'm like, all right, now maybe we're gonna put the same energy I was putting into Surf, I'm gonna put into you now. Like, you see what Surf took me. You know what I mean? So the standards ain't low. He's like, yo, I'm ready. So he's like, all right, we're gonna see what's going on.
So what changed? What made you feel like you was really ready to do it this time?
You can't get no broker. Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
Word up, somebody told me that. Like, look, whatever you do, you can't get no broker.
Facts.
So you gotta do what you gotta do.
How you feeling now that you here, now that you doing it?
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I feel good. I feel real good. Word
So
up.
are you like, how old are you, if your mom asks?
I'm 25.
Oh, wow. You older than me. You got a baby face.
Word, I'm 25.
That's what I'm saying. Black don't crash.
Word, I'm 25.
That's
Word.
dope, though. So you're like, well, pretty much the baby of the SEG movement.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have like all your big brothers behind you, just backing you up? It's normal, right?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas aggravating us sometimes, but it's good. It's fun.
That's
Word
dope.
up.
Nah, they gotta be on your back though. Just because, you know, if you're inconsistent, it's not gonna really work how it's supposed to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, have you noticed a difference between like, yo, way back when I was inconsistent and yeah, like people showed me love, but now that I'm consistent, it's
like more. Yeah,
It's
it is more. Cause at one point in time, I just gave up. Like, I don't even want to do this shit no more.
Yeah.
Like, I lost the love for it and all that. Cause problems in the streets, living, you know how that shit goes. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to rap. Then I had a talk with this girl, I Am Jazzo. She sell food.
Shout out to Jazzo.
Word.
Shout out to Jazz.
Where I had a talk with her, she was just telling me like, look, bro, you can't get no broker, chase your dreams. She been working for 2 years straight.
Yep.
She took a day off and she could do whatever she want. So I'm like, fuck it. Qua came to me. He like, he putting something together. I'm like, fuck it, I'm with it. I'm a rap. I'm ready. Like, I got all this unleashed music that ain't nobody here. I'm ready. So if you ready, like, we gonna do this. Like, no bullshit.
That's dope.
So he just got to it.
How it feel to have like a veteran like Qua behind you? Just like he said, he been there before. He's seen a lot.
He humbled me a lot though. No bullshit. I used to be some little arrogant young dumb nigga. He humbled me a lot. No funny shit. Being around him, like moving the way he moved. Like, we both Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's just changed a lot. He a smart guy. You gotta. It's
Gas
chess,
me
not
up.
checkers. You feel what I'm saying?
Gas me up.
Word. No, for real. No bullshit. So it humbled me a lot. So I just be chilling now. Like, usually I don't even do the shit that I used to do. Like, be outside all day. Like, I'll go in the house and write. Like, I'll call him. Like, I'm not going to the house to go write some shit. He's like, all right, do that. You got a studio session coming up. I'm like, fuck it. Before I used to just be outside all day, regular, smoking weed, rolling dice, regular shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But now it's different. Like, it's actually different. It's changing. Word up.
But that take a lot of discipline. Like, it take a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people don't want to do that.
Word.
Like, a lot of people don't. I was literally posting an Instagram the other day. Like, a lot of people don't want to take the time to be disciplined.
Word.
Discipline get you farther in life, and being distracted is easier.
Word.
But it's just like that's something. What's going? That's what I was saying about we was talking before y'all got in here. It's like, me being. I don't personally think I can be a manager. I think I do marketing, so I think I can be a marketing manager. But I don't think I can be a manager because like when you're somebody's manager, it's like your life is intertwined.
That's a fact.
So then you gotta kind of like I'm not saying you gotta put their life before yours.
No, you
kinda
do.
Put their life before yours.
Yeah,
you
you
get what I'm
do.
saying? So it's like as being in that aspect, how do you do that mentally? Because I feel like that's a mental challenge that have to be like you got to be on his ass to make sure shit go right. You feel me?
I mean, it come with the territory. Like, I don't mind like no disrespect to like the people I manage or the people I work with, but I feel like in order for anything to work, you have to have the right people in charge. Like, no matter how good the talent is, or no matter, somebody has to put the plays together in order for it to make sense, or everybody's just gonna run rampant.
Shakespeare.
Like, I feel like I'm the perfect. No, not even trying to big myself up.
Nah, you good.
But I feel like I'm the. I feel like I'm the perfect one to run the show. I feel like if I don't do it, as far as where I'm from, like where we from, it ain't gonna happen. Like, all we gonna do is sell drugs, go to jail, and hurt people.
Word.
I'm like, so I feel like I'm really the hope for our little community, our area. Like, niggas know, like, if we make it, it's gonna be via me. Like, they're pushing me. That's why they didn't mind getting behind me. Like, cause they pushing me to the forefront cause they know I'm gonna be the one that bring everybody along.
Right.
Like, ain't too many people that'll make it and still bring, like, I mean, we got some people that's in the league, we got some people that's in the NFL, NBA, that's from where we from, but we still in the same situation that we are prior to you becoming a millionaire. And I feel like people trust me enough to know that any opportunity that I got to provide for people, I'm going to provide it. Like my whole being is putting people in positions to better themselves. Like it's time where I'm helping people and I'm not even right. Like I help you get what you need to get to, and then I'll figure out how I'm gonna do my thing, because I feel like I'm more capable of performing when I need to perform than you are. Like I feel like I'll be in a better position to fix my situation than you are to fix your situation. Like I have more resources, I have more know-how, I have more, like I don't mind getting up early to rip and run and do what I gotta do, and coming in late. Like some people who just physically can't do that. Like they minds just stop functioning at a certain time or at a certain amount of tasks. Like I can keep going as long as I'm intrigued in what we're actually doing. Like I don't mind doing something, running my personal errands all day, chasing my daughter, and then running behind ATM and making sure he get here on time. And then after this, we have a studio session tonight. Like I don't mind making sure we still going in the same direction. I know if I step back, he might not make it to the studio. And then 2-3 missed studio sessions, he's like, man,
Okay.
I'm going back to what I know. So it's like, I don't mind taking on that role to make sure everybody is doing what they got to do, because I want to see everybody win legally. Like enough of us is dead, enough of us are locked up. There's people that was locked up when I was in elementary school that I still don't see today. Like that still got 10 years left.
Word, that's a fact.
I'm 30 years old now.
I'm only 25.
Yeah, like
Word.
there's people that's locked up before he was even coming outside that he don't know that's from where he from. You know what I mean? Like, so like I'm trying to be the one that come back and get everybody something to live for, like other than weed and shit like that. I'm giving people the big picture. Like there's people that, like when I lay out what we trying to do, like yo, I see this happening, I see this, and then summer 2021 we gonna be like, there's people whose minds can't even reach 2021.
Yeah.
Like they worry about what they gonna eat tomorrow or what they gonna do tomorrow. All they know is tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna be right here on this block. Like that's it. And I'll be in 2021 already trying to relay that message back to people today. And then some people can't even think that far. So it's like, I have to do it, even if I didn't want to. You know what I mean? So it's like, knowing that, it makes me, you know what I mean, go.
So when you got people like that can't see that far, you get what I'm saying? Like how do you? I'm not saying like how do you kind of explain
I dumb
that
it
to
down.
people?
I
Like,
dumb it down.
How you paint the picture?
Yeah, I dumb it down. So let's just say, like, I can see how I want my mansion to look once you lay the first brick down. I mean, if people can't already see how the end goal look, I'll scale it back some. Alright, yo, this how the bathroom gonna look. I ain't gonna give you the whole house scale yet. Let's focus on one room at a time. Alright, yo, in order for us to get this bathroom like this, we want the 2-sink joint. You can grasp the 2-sink bathroom. You know what I mean? So alright, let's focus on the bathroom. Then once we there, then we move to the next room. There's some people I could go straight from, yo, once we lay this first brick down, the mansion gonna look crazy. We're gonna have 10 bedrooms, we're gonna have the office downstairs, and there's some people who could keep up. There's some people who I gotta talk to room by room.
Yep.
And I know how to adapt to my audience. So whoever I'm talking to, I know how to piece it together. Just like even when I'm talking to my kid, like I know how to word things to my kid to make her understand what I want her to understand. Like I want to talk to my daughter who's 7 the same way I talk to a 30-year-old, but the end goal is still the same.
Yeah.
So
So as a manager, right? I was talking about this earlier. With Kayy and the Kayy situation, you was managing Kayy from me, correct?
yeah.
So, as you gotta put her life kind of before yours, but it's also the same like the end goal. But how did you feel when Kayy kind of came to your situation? She was like, it was like the QC and the JT kind of situation. She's like, I'm pregnant. Like how do you kind of take that situation?
When it was like when she first told me like the situation, like selfish me was like, that's some bullshit. Like that's crazy.
How you get pregnant? Like, what is you doing?
Crazy, like come on.
I'm like, because like I'm one of the few people that was there with Kayy from literally day number 1.
Facts.
So I'm like, all right, like we starting to peak. We coming into our own. Like we not like network and chill is a thing. I'm like, yo, we ripping it. I'm like, it can only get better. And then when she say this, it's like selfish. Like again, selfish. Me like, yo, come on now, right now. And it was random. So I'm like, oh, like I didn't know she had a nigga. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, damn, like we was peaking. So I'm like, all right, this is bare minimum a year off. I'm like, that like for a lot of people that hurt. Like you take a year off, it's like you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm like, all right. And then she come back. She ain't really in her same groove right away. So I'm like, all right, this another 6 months just to get her mentally ready to be back in the public. And then it's gonna take 6 more months to actually plan and get the ball rolling. Like, and that's 2 years and like just like that.
Yeah. See, you put it way better than the way we were trying to explain it.
But the overall message, again, like he said, is all the way about the way you worded it.
Exactly.
It was the same.
That's
but I met Qua when I was 17 years old. My first interview was with Surf. And just
again, me putting niggas on. Give her a banger out the gate.
Oh, shut up. I would say thank you though, because he didn't know me. It was just off rip of, he saw the vision of me, or even, I'm not even gonna say me because we didn't know each other, but some young girl.
I just want to toot my own horn real quick. I'm really nice at seeing people like what they can become. Like I didn't know her from a can of paint, but I already saw like this is something.
That's
like,
important as a manager.
Yeah, like this is something. Like, and I saw that from the beginning. All right, go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. When I got pregnant, I knew that was gonna come with it. That's why he was one of the first people that I told, because, like he said at the time, like it really was at a peak. Like it really was at a high point. But the thing about me and Qua was we kind of have the same mentality. He's just an alpha male, and then I'm the alpha female. So we always on the same page with it. So I felt as though when it came to my personal life, I knew that even with me having a baby, if I needed to get something done, I could always call him and it was gonna get done regardless. No matter how it was that he had to do it, it was gonna get done. But what I didn't know was the female part of it. Like your body change, you lose your drive for things and your mind just starts wandering everywhere. So when I was going through the things that I was going through, the first person that I called was him. And I'm like, yo, I need to talk. Like, I just don't understand why things is going the way that I'm going. And he basically was like, get off your ass and let's get this shit done. So it really, it means a lot to have people like that in your corner, because if you don't have it, I would have still been in the trenches with my mind still wondering about different shit. So I do appreciate you for everything it is that you do for me. And I'm pretty sure you feel the same way.
Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna with you.
I do.
So with you though, how did you build up the courage to call him? I know you probably like couldn't call him off the rip. You had to kind of like go through it in your head, like, all right, how am I gonna do this?
The same way I told everybody. It was a conscious decision that I made. I'm pro-choice, by the way, but I don't. For me myself, I don't believe in abortion. Like that's not something that I want to do. So I just knew that. If that time wasn't then, it probably wouldn't have been never. Like if it wasn't somewhere down the line, if I would have gave my baby away, I probably would have never had a baby. So I felt like it was God's way of saying, yo, this is part of your story, and it needed to happen because it built me up as a woman. And I felt like the space that I was in, even before I was pregnant, I was still mediocre. Like I would say anyway, like the little things that I was doing, I didn't have a strong mind for it. Working for Funk Flex, I ain't even gonna lie. As much as I love working for them, they was draining my ass. Like I was in school writing stories for them, just trying to get myself where I needed to be. And it didn't happen until I had a baby, where I was like, these niggas was raping me. Like if I had the same brain that I had now, I probably would have said, fuck y'all. So it's just certain things that had to happen. So I had to call them and just let them know that there were going to be certain changes in my life, and it was either he was going to roll with me, which I knew he was. I knew he wasn't just going to say fuck Kayy, or he was going to go and find somebody else, and he didn't. So I'm glad.
That's good. So with you and like Amanda, is it just manager, or is it kind of like multimedia, where it's like you do like somebody like a host or like writer, rapper?
It's like whatever your talent is, I know how to maximize it. Like, and if I don't know how to maximize it, I'm still gonna bring you on, and then I'm gonna go do my homework, like, and figure out how do we maximize this particular talent. Like, I wasn't into media, I didn't know radio or nothing like that, but yeah, I was getting her booking. She was hosting events. You know what I mean? She was her own events that she was doing. I was helping her run those things, and it was good turnouts. I mean, I don't, like I said, like, long as if it's something that I choose to be a part of, I'm gonna fully be a part of it. Like, so she's not a rapper or anything like that. So let me go study media. I'm watching interviews and seeing how they conduct. Before I would look at the artists and hear how they telling their story, hear how they coming up. Now I'm looking at how the personality is interviewing them, what questions they asking, how they segue in between different topics, and how they bringing it back from something that they talked about earlier, how they relating this topic that that happened 2 weeks ago. So like, I want to know what to look for in Kayy and see if I see what I'm seeing here. If I don't, if when I look at her and I don't see this, I know what to tell. Like, all right, well, your little in and outs between different topics, we need to polish that up a little bit. And I mean, how you get how you talk to them and get people to say certain things and touch on certain topics that they may not have want to talk about. We gotta push them buttons a little bit. It's like, I'm gonna study whatever area or field I need to study in order to make this thing work how it needs to work. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time and your time, because I'm arrogant. So I talk shit and I talk crazy. In order for that to make sense and for people to buy into that, I have to back it up. But I can't just say I'm a manager and I never manage. Or I can't just say I'm a good manager and I don't have nobody that's prospering in whatever they're doing. So it's like, in order for me to continue to talk shit confidently, I have to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So what's next for BabyATM?
We just shot a video. We got a studio session tonight. We're gonna go get some records cleaned up so you can drop his first, you know what I mean, little official freestyle.
Okay.
Gonna be followed by the video. Then we're gonna start putting out some more original content, more interviews. He got a show coming up on the 21st. So it's like, you got a few things. The ball is officially about to get rolling. He's a little impatient. He wanted to just show people he can rap. I'm like,
oh, that's gonna come.
Yeah, I'm like,
nah, he got it. You already doing
I'm
that.
like, you already know you can rap. It's everything around the rap that matters. Like, whenever it's time for you to rap, I know you're gonna rap and you're gonna rap well. But if we don't have nothing surrounding that rap, you just rapping for the hell of it. Yeah. And we don't want to waste time. Like, so everything that I've learned along the way of working with Surf, I know what didn't work. I know what did work. I know what could have worked better. So it's like, he's starting at a better point than what me and Surf started off. Me and Surf is really learning from the come up. Yeah. It's like, now I'm at a position where we can skip some of the bullshit that we don't need to go through. So like, all right, let me just, put some swag on your shit. When it's time to rap, you just rap. So it's like, now he's slowly understanding that he can't just drop shit randomly with no plan behind it. So now we in a good space. So now once we actually start dropping shit, there's gonna be something behind it. So if you drop a song, 3 days later the visual will come. A couple days later we got a little vlog of a little in studio session. Like, it's a plan behind him dropping, instead of just dropping the song and then we back to the drum board trying to figure shit out. Then when that die down, we looking stupid. Like, you lose an audience like that. So just making sure everything that he do makes sense.
I wanted to ask ATM, like, because, just speaking to Qua in the short time that we have, he seems like he always has a plan for everything. Everything is always calculated. Like, how is it easy? It seems pretty easy to just follow his lead and do certain things, but do you ever want to, like, yo, I don't like it this way, I want to do it this way, and kind of, you feel me, like, do you guys butt heads like that? Like,
nah, just earlier he was telling me this shit, like, this is revolved around you. Like, if you want to do what you want to do, you do it. Like for example, the video that I just shot, I picked the video, I wanted to shoot a video, I wanted to drop that song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't say, no, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. He just let me do it, and he's just making make plays like Shakespeare, actually. Like, he's just putting it together for me, and I'm just reading it, basically. Like, that's it.
So what type of stamp is it that you're trying to leave in the music industry?
I don't know. I just want the trenches to hear me. Like, I don't want no big platform, crazy Prince, commercial. I just want to
be you.
Yeah, I just want to be me. I just want people that's going through the struggle that I go through just hear me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? No matter what it is, like, because we all go through a struggle. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want people to hear the struggle that I'm coming from.
So for somebody who's never heard your music or even you rap, how would you be able to explain it to them?
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain because I don't know. Like, if you never been through, like, well, it's a lot of people who never been through stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of a thing like everybody been through. Like,
We don't even all have to be through it. Maybe it's just you.
Well, I try not to dumb down. That's another thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like me, I'm not a fan of mumble rap. Like, I grew up off Dipset, Jada Kiss, stuff like that. So, I like to, like, give it, like, verbally, like make them think, like, oh, he said that. Like, how we used to listen to Wayne. Like, oh, Wayne just said that. Like, wait, hold on, play it back. So, I try to give them that feel. Like,
what's your favorite Wayne album? Just because we always seem to talk about...
I'm not a big Wayne fan.
Oh, okay.
But that's just like a rapper that I know everybody like. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite album by him would have to be The Drought. If I say The Drought 3. This one and this 2.
Oh yeah, that's the one with
Upgrade You and all that. Yeah,
Sky's the limit.
Yeah,
that's it.
Hey, you guys never named The Drought when you talk about
Drought
Wayne album.
Because we kind of look at it like a mixtape though.
Yeah, that's like an album. That's like a mixtape, but that's like one of my favorites.
I'll still work of art.
I like the Carter 3. That's my shit.
Carter 3.
Carter 2 is where it's at.
Carter 2. See, I'm not a Wayne fan though.
Who's your favorite though? Like, who's your favorite artist?
It's hard. Favorite Jewels. That's my favorite.
Oh, like, so give me the top 3 artists. Like
top 3 though. Yeah, I'm gonna take him out though.
Oh yeah,
that's just my favorite. But as of right now, it's like
it's like top 3 that you like. That like growing up, like these or the people that you listen to that made you feel something.
Fad, Jada, and Jewels.
Okay,
them the 3 right there. Then.
All right.
That I grew up off like that. I'm like, nah, this is that.
It's a solid 3.
Yeah, this is that.
Because we kind of all grew up on them, kind of.
I like Fab Shaky though.
Fab Shaky.
Fab a little shaky.
Fab a little shaky.
I'm saying, I don't know.
But when he drops something though,
it go crazy. Like
that's gonna ring off, but he a little shaky.
Saute Fab not shaky.
I like Fab. I don't know what they talking about.
Shaky.
He like Hove. I don't like Hove.
I love Hove. You gotta like Hove.
I like Hove as a business person. You know what I'm saying?
You have to respect that though.
Like I like Hove as a business person, like who he is, but like as a rapper, I don't like.
Because I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like Jay.
I
saying like how like
I don't know. He don't paint that picture for me. Like
what? Pictures be off the chart.
I felt like I lost the 92 bricks.
That's just me.
Like the way he paint pictures of the stuff that he say, that shit. Like I'm talking about what songs that like I used to listen to back in the day that I listened to like 2 years ago.
You gotta listen to You Must Love Me.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Nah, Hove got a lot of
songs. Song ever.
Nah, Song Cry is a good song. Nah, he got good music, but
of course,
it's just like I can't deal with it.
I'm 23. You feel me? I ain't really get into Hove. Like I used to always do like LimeWire and all that stuff to get music, but I didn't really start studying like music till I was about like 18, 19, and that's when I started going back. And I got like Hove's discography from Reasonable Doubt all the way, and I'm like, yo, it's mind-boggling to me how people don't say he's the greatest rapper.
It ain't no album that he put out that you can listen to at any moment.
He got a lyric for everything, and Hove got a lyric for everything.
He's definitely
talented. I like anybody that talk boss shit.
Yeah, that's what he.
That's why I like Ross so much.
Yeah, that's why he like Ross too.
Ross number 2.
I like Ross too.
Ross too. Anybody that talk grown shit that just like
I'm like that. I'm Babyfish there. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a Meek type shit. I ain't graduated yet, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Ross is hit when Ross is just shaky sometimes.
Nah, Ross be putting that shit together.
Yeah, Ross put it together.
I don't know. I like Meek a whole lot.
Yeah, Meek, that's my
Meek in my top 5.
That's my man's right there. Like
I ain't lie,
top 5, like as of right now. Yeah.
My favorite newer artist right now is Moneybagg. Moneybagg just talk with so much swag.
I like Lil Baby.
He do.
He do.
I can't even front like Moneybagg.
I like Lil Baby.
Nah, but I like Don Q and them too. Like I listen to them. Like Don Q, Davies. Like
love Dave.
Like that. Lil Baby, Meek.
I don't know about Davies.
I have nothing for Davies.
I don't know about Davies.
I don't like Moneybagg.
Moneybagg shit go crazy in the
This
club.
the only thing we bump heads on is music.
Dave is great. You feel me?
You said he great?
Dave is great.
Jesus
Dave
Christ.
is crazy. To me, I like Dave.
Dave is great.
I like Dave. Like he makes stories.
Don't be wrong.
Like I like her.
Everybody got their crowd. Everybody got their.
I like a couple people.
I don't know if I can put him up there as like that.
I would never.
Nah, he's not top 5 in my top 5.
I wouldn't say top 5, but I'm just saying I don't know.
Top 5 young guys in the industry right now. He's there though. I would put him up there.
Young though, like what's the
like the age bracket.
Like Yachty and them.
Like from Yachty to like.
So you can't even really do that. Dave like 30.
Dave like 30, right?
Yeah, so you can't
but
really.
Don Q, how old is Don Q? Like 28, right? Yeah, like
Alright,
around
so
that
we
age.
call
That's what I'm saying.
There's
Like
a
young
lot of
guys,
people
like
in there, 'cause I like
A
Gunna,
Boogie. I don't like Gunna.
Gunna's a
You know
great
what I'm saying?
artist.
I like
Gunna's a great artist.
He is.
But like.
Yeah.
I'll put Lil Baby over him.
Yeah,
I'll
I put Baby over him.
I'll put A Boogie almost at the top of that whole class.
No, from 22 to 30, I'll put.
I gotta agree. A Boogie got his and he's very right.
Thug like the OG and all that.
Yeah, Thug is on top.
I don't put Thug with them niggas.
Yeah, I don't count Thug.
I don't put Thug with them.
A Boogie got the radio.
I'm saying A Boogie
He got the radio.
A Boogie like I be feeling them though. Like A Boogie not the same A Boogie.
He makes good music.
He not the jungle A. That's the old A Boogie. He not that A Boogie no
The
more.
newest A Boogie, that's you don't what?
Nah, I can't rock
Like
with
the
it.
school when I hear it.
That Michael Jackson A Boogie, I'm not rocking with.
I wasn't rocking with it at first. This is my thing. I wasn't rocking with it at first. So I heard it a couple times. I don't know what's it called. When I was DJing that shit at the strip club, a white Russian dude came up to me and was like, "What's the name of this song?" And I'm like, "A Boogie." Look back at it. And he was like, "I like this song. I like this song a lot." I'm like, "Hey, Boogie got it." I'm talking about a white Russian dude with an accent. I'm like, "Hey, Boogie got it."
I just think he got the commercial thing down.
Nah,
pat.
I just got hip to Mozzie too. I fuck with Mozzie.
Yo, Mozzie.
03 Guido.
Yo, we was listening to some. Yo, Mozzie got some word.
Mozzie be putting it together.
Yeah, I got
What
it.
about King Combs?
I don't even know who that is.
Wow.
Oh, Diddy son? Oh, Diddy son? Nah.
I fuck with his movement. I fuck with how he carrying on the tradition. Like he's Diddy.
The videos is what's lit to me.
I ain't got the
watch
only
videos.
song I really fucked with so far is that shit with Chris Brown. What the fuck is the name?
I never heard none of his music.
I can't even think of the name of it right now, but
Yeah, I mean,
but you
that's
put Chris
crazy.
on, that's like a cheat code.
Yes, exactly.
You put Chris Brown on it, that shit is gone.
I never heard none of his
I
music.
can't even say that.
I didn't even hear that
Because
song.
Dave put Chris on something and it ain't really go how it was supposed to.
That lets you know how bad that nigga is.
That Dave song was supposed to go.
It was,
That was probably the one
I feel
Dave
like it
song
was
I
just. It was structured wrong. The song was structured wrong. You feel
Nah,
me?
it was
Chris Brown had a hook that was like 8 bars, 12. Like it was a long hook.
That song was-
All you needed the words to say featuring Chris Brown and your shit's supposed to go.
No, I'm saying that's my thing. That's my
just
problem with that
didn't
song.
matter.
That Dave song with Chris Brown was perfect.
It's just
But
saying bars.
the name of the song was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like,
That's why I didn't go.
The whole reason why I didn't work with Dave East, but the whole reason why I didn't work because it was just like Dave East.
You put anybody else on that shit.
Like,
No.
You could put Dave East's verse on any of his songs.
Not coming out.
And you couldn't even tell the difference.
That's coming out.
His lyrical content is great though.
but his little content is great, but he's mellow tone. Like everything's the same thing. It's like
I can see that.
I don't know what it is.
Beat
about
tempos,
him.
that
I just
nothing
can't
changed.
humble rapper.
He don't got no nothing. Like,
Yeah, humble rapper.
He don't do nothing.
Everybody ain't arrogant like me, man.
But the top rappers that I feel like in this generation, I don't say like in this generation, but it's like I would say period is Big Sean, one of the top underrated rappers.
Big Sean verse on DJ Khaled shit. That thank you.
Bro.
Big Sean
Body
is
did.
crazy.
Big
bro.
Sean is crazy underrated.
Any song Big Sean and 2 Chainz is on?
2
When
Chainz is a hit.
I first heard about Big Sean was that BET cipher.
Word.
When he was like,
that was
whoever said
easy.
the sky's the limit is looking dumb because I'm 22 and then I'm on walking on the sun. When I heard that, I said, damn, that nigga's crazy. That nigga's crazy.
That nigga Jay-Z be saying some shit.
It's his
not
swag.
his delivery.
His swag, his flow.
He
Like,
just feel like old nigga. So he don't want to
crazy
get
Hov
It's
could
like
just say whatever he wanted.
like-
People just go, oh, like
everything
Hov
he
would be
said,
like,
he
I
earned
seen
that.
9 sheeps and I smacked one.
He earned that though.
And people go, oh, like he say 9 sheeps and smack one. Like is that like
He
it's
earned
not,
that. When
that's
you
not
put in the
hard.
work like that, you ain't gotta go that crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like his work ethic and who he is like.
Wayne do the same. Wayne said the most stupidest shit I've ever heard.
That's why
No, Wayne said some shit that makes sense sometimes.
This is my thing. Is I cat Wayne.
Sometimes, and then sometimes you like,
He
bruh.
said, "Bitch, I ball like 2 eyelids."
That was a good one though.
You feel me? That goes over people.
But that's goofy to me.
How? That's a crazy punchline.
Silence like lasagna.
That's a crazy
At
punchline.
one point, I'm like,
That is a crazy punchline.
That nigga said the F is for phenomenal.
That saying shit like that is like dumb.
I can't Lil Wayne playing like.
I'm flyer than the ones they pass out. That's not hard.
You can't cap him out.
That's not hard. That's
You
hard.
gotta cap Wayne.
He said I'm flyer than the ones they pass out. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro.
Like
people don't rap like that no more. Like,
you feel me? He like the punchlines
and the metaphors. Like, I like that. Like,
Jay-Z gonna get at you.
He don't give you that. He just give you like
hard or like as like.
Nah, Jay-Z gonna give it to you a little complex.
I mean,
yeah, he gonna give it to you like.
Hov make you step your game up.
Yeah, for
Facts.
That nigga said we playing Monopoly with real cash.
real cash.
Come on, son.
Bro, when I heard that, I said, damn, bro, I'm living completely wrong, bro. I was
Now,
like,
when he broke
19.
down every single piece of bread that he had, everybody should have felt
That
great.
nigga said, y'all at home screaming a fight song. I'm in the 1,500 seats watching Tyson. Same fight, same night, but one of us ain't playing it right.
Bro,
Come on, son.
Wait, he said I was a G550 caught the Mayweather fight because the satellite was crispy. I was like, oh.
He be talking, he like, I gotta make sure my satellite crispy or I'm playing.
I forgot what else he said.
If you don't motivate me, I'm not really.
He at the craps table was the one that started G up for the damn. Pretty much saying for the trap niggas trying to gamble their re-up. I'm just like, damn.
You talking crazy.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there
You know
yet.
what I'm saying? I'm still 25. I'm not 30 yet. So
And
it's
that's why I'm
like,
fucking with Meek Mill.
that's what he put it in my perspective.
Be the bridge.
He's
was
the
Meek
bridge,
Mill.
yeah.
Middle ground.
And that's why, I like
Nah,
Meek.
that nigga Meek Mill, he say some shit that is be like.
Yeah, he put it right there for you in front of your
This
face.
nigga Meek Mill, like blowing up shit, that glow up shit. I'm like, I gotta go to DR and listen to that song. And I have to be in DR to listen to that song just to watch the
Meek
video.
is
Make sure you
crazy.
come back, buddy.
That's
Nigga
one of
said-
my
nigga
favorites.
said
I
I'm
would drink
30.
shit.
He was 30. He said I'm 30,
That's one of my
$30,000
favorites.
counting $30,000.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
That's one of my
Where's my
favorites.
30 bands that like?
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
when I listen to music, I want them to get me up off the couch. Like, damn, I can't count 30 on the 30 feet up. So I'm doing some bullshit right now. Like, let me step it. I got to make a play that's gonna put me in position to make, so I can say I can relate.
that's a fact.
And it's a lot of people who I was like, I don't want to relate to that. Like, you know what I mean?
Some people I can't listen to Ross. Like, I love Ross, I can't listen to Ross because Ross gonna make me go and spend money that I don't even got, bro. Ross gonna tell me. Ross gonna say what he eating, and it's gonna be like, ooh.
I love when people name drop restaurants I never heard of.
Yeah, I be like, ooh,
I'm like, damn. So when I get there, it's like,
That's how Noble got so popping because of Future. Nobody was thinking about
Yeah, I was
Noble.
in Vegas and I was walking and something like that. I'm like, oh, that's Noble. Shorty like, what's that? I'm like, oh, that shit is rap about.
You know what's crazy? I ain't never heard of it. Never
Philippe
ate it.
Child.
Oh, Philippe Child. Yeah, I heard of Philippe
Yeah,
Child.
what's that? It's like a clothing Philippe Plain. Like, I never really like seen that clothing line until like a little while ago.
Yeah.
To me, it's not really dope, but it's like,
I love when niggas name drop shit that I never. I'm like, oh, that alright.
yeah, that's a fact. Like, I don't know, just make you. I
I don't know.
A certain way, like.
That ain't me. I'm some little dirty nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I be eating ravioli and shit like that. Word up, for real. Like for real, bro. Like no bull. The other night I just texted him a picture like, you think I'm playing? I sent
I'm
him.
past the ravioli
Like,
stage.
I don't like it no more. I don't even
My
think
taste buds don't even fuck with
Like
ravioli.
that's how real it is though. No bull.
The only old meal I never get up is peanut butter and jelly.
I eat that.
I never ate peanut butter. Like, I don't like peanut butter.
Corner store sandwiches, poppy sandwich. I don't like
I'm never giving up on the poppies.
Nah.
Of course not. Nah,
Man, I want to open corner stores and all that. It's like, that's one thing about Newark. I want to buy hella space in Newark, bro. But it's like,
Hopefully, one day we can come
it's a
back.
way you gotta do it.
The thing about no is you gotta be respected in order for it to work.
Yeah.
Like if no don't fuck with you, nothing you do in no is gonna work.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Like,
They'll purposely tear your shit apart.
But
They
since
don't-
we're talking
real,
about
though.
that, like, how you feel about like Queen Latifah and Shaq, like, you know, building like buildings?
I'm mad I'm not in a position to be a part of it.
Oh,
Like I would have loved to have
Word.
a meal and it don't hurt what I got going on and say I want in.
But I think the way they went
Word.
about it was terrible. I think for people like them who have money, they should have did more for the low income housing.
They just bought a building on our street that was abandoned for about what
6
years now.
6 years.
They got
But ain't the rent like $1,800?
it's gonna be out. See,
That's out the roof to
And
me.
that's my thing. That's what I was saying. Like, the way I want to do it is like, I don't feel as though you have to be respecting the community. You got to do it a way where you respect the community. Because like, if I come through and I come through a whole low income houses in the area and I renovate it and I make it look nice as hell and I keep that shit the same price. It's like,
that'll get
why
you
would
love.
not respect
That'll get you love.
It's like, why would I come in my own house and tear it up and still and keep pissing in the hallways and keep doing? It's like, why?
The thing about Newark is all the residents is literally from
No.
Newark, like in that specific area.
Yeah.
Like a South Ward nigga won't necessarily live on a number block, so on the other side of the bridge, but it's still Newark.
Yeah.
But it's just a certain.
And if he do, he 50. Trust me,
in and out of there, like
in
on
and
some
out, like
late
coming
night.
home
He got to
late,
creep in his own house, like just a comfortability, like.
it's
And
just
that's what I'm saying.
how
Like,
comfortable.
if you kind of change up all them areas.
This been that for
Years.
well before our parents. And like,
Years.
I know.
that ain't happening
I
overnight.
used to live in Newark. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's a way you gotta do it, but it's like you have to gentrify your own area without kicking niggas out.
We so ignorant and know they gonna look at you like, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Even though
Like,
you
you
come
can
in
walk to the store
you
and niggas
come in
on
here to
some
help.
thing, like
In your mind, you could have had a book bag full of money and say, whoever shake my hand and treat me with respect, I got $1,000 for him.
And
That could be
niggas
your
ain't even
plan.
shaking your
but
hand,
before you
though.
even get to speak that plan, they already on your
But
ass.
y'all feel like that's something that need to change though?
It has
Yeah,
to change
it
from a
has
nigga
to
that's
change.
respected from there.
Why?
Because that's just the way no operate.
That's
It's the
like you
city.
said, it's ignorant.
It's
bro.
like Philly, like how
Like,
Philly they
yeah.
call Philly like the city of brotherly love. Like our city is the city of hate. Like
We got
seriously,
voted the most violent.
like seriously,
above
like
So it's like the only-
Afghanistan.
years, like for years,
That's
like
crazy, bro.
like
Above
it's-
foreign countries.
I'm telling
like,
you, for years, like we got so many like stories and
And I
people
feel like
don't
that's
even
why
know
that's
about.
where I'm coming in at. Like I'm trying, like what y'all saying right now is my end goal. Like I want to come through there and have, like I want to fix the schools up, upgrade the technology and stuff in it. I want to get better programs, like some of the stuff in the parks. I want to renovate the houses and move people in. That's the plan. But I feel like in order for it to happen, you have to be one from there and two somebody somebody will influence. Like, and I feel like I have it, and I'm still gaining as I go. Like it's older people from Elizabeth Ave that have been putting work in, that's now starting to slowly come on board. Like I actually see what you're doing now. Like you come up with a plan, you write it out, you make it make sense. I got you. I mean, I put something towards it. Like now, I'm getting to the point where all the illegal money and stuff that was channeling through there, they're starting to put it to use, and they would just wait for something to put it to. Now that I got something going and it's starting to unfold and the vision is starting to be clearer and clearer, people are backing off. Like, all right, let's see what he actually does before we start wrecking shit again. Like, so now people are starting to slow down. Like, people who are hustling with a motive now. Like, all right, what y'all doing on such? Y'all need how much? I bet I'm gonna give you this day. I'm gonna give you this day. Like, I'm giving people plans for their money to get a return. Before, people were just spending just to spend, and then they was reluctant to spend because they're not in a position to take a loss and not gain nothing from it.
Exactly.
So now people saying like, all right, it might be something to this. If I put in early, I want to be a part of. Like they starting to see my end goal. Like, all right, that might be worth something, and I want to be involved. So now that's where we at this point right now.
That
I
sounds
thought for a
beautiful.
long time that was the problem with Jersey. That is like, I'm not saying the drug dealers ain't back in the community, but it's like the drug dealers ain't back in the community.
Sounds beautiful because now we getting back to the old days where the hustlers in the community is like, yo, we gonna get behind something that's gonna benefit the community.
Exactly.
Like we somewhere along the way that got lost.
Yeah. And I don't feel like just anybody could like sub me out and take my spot and then go to Newark and say this what we doing.
Yeah, nah.
Because a lot of people not from Newark.
Yeah,
That's really in the industry. Like it's really is not. You feel
So
what
wait,
I'm
I
saying?
think like a couple. I didn't mean to cut you off. Something.
Nah, you good.
The other day we were talking about. Remember, I was like, why is it that we always feel like we have to go to the hood first and then we leave out the other communities that also need help? What y'all think about that? It's like everybody runs to, I gotta make sure Newark is a better place. I gotta make sure Irvington is a better place. But then you leaving out the cities behind it, like
Because
a Jersey City or.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can talk. Well, my opinion on that is, I look at it like this: like I'm from Newark, but I live in Linden. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a big transfer. Like you in Newark, if you live in a section in Newark, you have to go to that high school. Newark got about about 20 high schools or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you live in the Central Ward, you have to go to Central. You can't go to the Shabazz. You can't go to Weekway.
Right.
And Linden, if you live in Linden, it's one high school that everybody's going to. Like, it's like it's set up better. Like if you live in Roselle, because the way Linden and Roselle is divided, it's across the street from each other. Okay. So being as though that I live across the street and I go to Linden, I would get kicked out. You feel like they have more orchestrated. Like it's more like together. Like our city is nothing. Like it's people running wild. Like so we got to get the structure and togetherness
Our city too big.
It is big.
Newark High. Oh my God!
Imagine a Newark High School, like
what?
even with Elizabeth, like
That's what I was
Elizabeth
just
is
about to
big.
say,
You get what I'm
Elizabeth.
saying? They got 4 different high schools, but
Exactly.
everybody play for one football team, one basketball team. It's not like that in Newark.
Which is cool. All of
You feel
that
what
is
I'm
cool. But
saying?
I'm talking about when you're talking about making a difference within these
Me?
communities. It's like everybody's end goal is the same thing, and then it's like we kind of
my
leaving
end
out
goal
the
is
other
the state.
communities.
Easiest city.
My end goal is the state of New Jersey.
That's what I'm
Like
Okay.
I'm not. I would never just get Newark right and then leave out Elizabeth, Roselle, Irvington, Plainfield, Linden. Like I feel like I am a good, lead to the whole New Jersey.
Fact.
Like I went on when I did a little tour with artists, and I had Knight, who's from Plainfield. I had
Shout out to Knight.
I
Shout
had
out to Knight.
Crutch, who was from Roselle.
Facts.
I had
Played football against Crutch.
I had who else I had Chad, who's from Newark. So it's like I grab different
Everywhere.
people from, because I want everybody to come to
Mutual ground.
a center point. I want us to actually start working together. Like I want to bridge that gap. I don't want Newark beefing with Jersey City. I want us to be able to have one crazy ass event. You rocking in Jersey City, I'm rocking in Newark. Just imagine how crazy this event could be if you bring everybody that you rock with, and I bring everybody I'm rocking with, and we have one good time. Because right now people scared of Newark. Scared of Jersey. Period. Like it's hard for some of these artists to get bookings because they scared that their venue might get shut down or something might break out. I'm trying to fix all that. Like we can coexist in one environment. Like that's what I'm doing on the 21st with the event that we have. Like I have artists from Elizabeth, I have artists from Newark, I have artists from Plainfield, I have artists from Jersey City. Like I got females, I got males. Like I'm trying to bring people together that don't normally see each other on a regular. Like we don't move in Elizabeth. These people from Elizabeth don't just operate in Newark. Like I'm trying to bring us to one spot. So now an Elizabeth artist is now rapping with a Newark artist.
Facts.
So now like the Elizabeth people who wasn't necessarily messing with the Newark artist will give him a shot because they have somebody that's from their home on the song.
Exactly.
So now that like, oh damn, that nigga can rap. Let me look in. Note might be that. Let me look into some more Note artists now. Like that's a good sound. I want to hear that. So it's like, or from a nigga from Note won't mess with somebody that's not from Note. But if he rapping with a person from another city, I have no choice but to listen to the song at least once. And if you doing your thing, I'm not going to not fuck with you just to not fuck with you. You know what I mean? So if you doing what you're supposed to do, we going like I'm just trying to bridge that gap. Like
That's what I was saying. If we make adjustments all the way around the board, I'm not going to speak for Newark because I'm not from there, but there should be no reason why you can't bring a low-income house building to their city.
Like, to answer your question, I feel like the reason why I feel like a lot of people say they got to start in the hood or whatever, it's like you got to start there because it leaks out. So if you start there, it's like you can. I'm not saying you can stop the leakage, but you can start there because like I said, I lived in Newark for a little bit, then I moved to Broadway, and it's like I moved to Broadway, and it's a bunch of fake gangbangers.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm just like, and they claiming gangs and sets, and I'm just like, bro, I got friends that died and dropped out, and I'm in middle school, and it's like y'all over here really claiming stuff, and it's like
But
it's
y'all
all
got
playing around.
But y'all got a backyard in the front of the lawn.
I was moving out my house. I was moving into my house for the first time ever, and it was like I was driving something out the big truck, the U-Haul, and it was like a 7-8-year-old white boy walking home, and I stopped and I'm just looking. I'm just like, nobody's with him.
This is
He's
what I'm
walking home
saying. He's by himself.
I was like, nah, this is crazy. Like this don't make no sense.
No,
So it's like,
no sirens or nothing. You don't get nothing like
and that's what I'm saying. So about if I'm like, I'm not saying if I'm like crazy, but if I'm crazy, I can move from Newark and come over here and be like, taking this over.
that's a fact.
So it's just like, because that's what some people try to do.
You can go
And
regulate the whole games like this. How this gonna go?
And that's how it happens.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
But
you
you
can stop
act
the
like
leakage.
ain't no leakage everywhere. White people got leakage too.
Yeah, but
They got backyards, but they got real life problems too. I
Yeah,
work with
that's-
them every day.
yeah, nah,
Come in
that's
there, hi,
facts.
Zakai, we gotta send you for some Narcan because you done did some bullshit because you got real life problems.
Yeah.
Even the niggas with money, more problems.
yeah,
they don't be happy.
that's true. That's true.
Right.
I feel like me, like I went back to start in Newark because I know that's where the guaranteed push gonna come from.
Exactly.
I don't have this, like I can't just go to Plainfield and set up shop and think I'm about to just get Plainfield rallying behind a non-Plainfield nigga. So it's like, all right, let me go to Newark, let me get Newark right. I'm gonna have them pushing me, so they're gonna create the movement and the buzz around what I got going on. Now I can go to another city and see like this is what we got going on. I have a presentation to give to them. I mean, I have something to show, like, all right, this is what you got. I'm trying to bring it over here. Know what I mean, let me know who I need to talk to, see who I got to get involved. Now it's easier for me to branch out, but I can't start from unfamiliar grounds because it's gonna be tough. It's
I
a
feel
tough
like that's
task.
false.
Why?
Because I did it. Humbly speaking.
Talk nice.
Oh.
I'm from Plainfield. I started working with you. Most of my content and artists that I interview, I talk to, come from Newark. If I look at my
I was your
statistics,
bridge.
That's because
I was your bridge. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, but even though he was my bridge, at the same time, I was a face, I was a look. People didn't know me from a can of paint. A lot of even people that didn't know that you was managing me. They seen a face, they seen a look, and they seen what I was doing.
That all
like,
comes with the being marketable thing that I was talking about. Once we see you, if you look like something, we're gonna at least listen to what you gotta say from off top.
Exactly.
So you can't say that people just can't come there and.
But you set up in North with a real North nigga.
Yo, I got family in North. I can't just walk in the North and set up and say, yo, this is what I'm doing here. They gonna be like,
no.
what makes you qualified to do this?
They're not even gonna talk to you. This is gonna be hand in hand. This is gonna be a physical. Like, what do you?
I'm gonna put devil's advocate and find
I
somebody.
need somebody's stamp. You feel me?
Yeah,
But you need a stamp anywhere to just for people to get behind.
Nah, you need a stamp anywhere, but it's different in Jersey.
That's just like
you know how people be claiming like
in Jersey,
in New York, you can do that, but it's like
in Jersey, you
like
need
people claiming in
stamps.
Jersey, like you saying, it's like gonna be a physical thing. Like,
In Jersey, you
don't really claim
Niggas is so prideful, even for small shit. Like, bro, it wasn't even that serious. I'm just trying to come out here and make a couple dollars.
Even when famous rappers come out here and they go to Newark, bro, there's always a story about rappers getting pressed in Newark.
Yeah.
Always. Like,
Yeah.
they always gonna press you to see if you really valid.
Word,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
beg to differ.
You talking from a female's point of view.
So now his point of view is different ends of the spectrum. I'm still a
But you can, without being from North, you can walk through North. The worst you're gonna get is somebody trying to holler at you as in,
That's it.
I want to bag you.
Right.
Hey, yo,
Nothing's
A
gonna
nigga
happen.
is getting pressed in a whole different.
Now you're trying to add little odds and ends to it. No, what y'all said was you can't come to Newark and make a difference if you're not from there. That was the whole
That's
thing.
still a fact.
That's a fact.
That's
though.
still a fact.
Now we like, no, you a female, so it don't count.
You
No,
have a
you
better
don't do that. So
You have a
No, that's a
better chance.
fact.
This is what we saying. If I pull up to the block or you pull up to the block, dudes got a better chance listening to you before they gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
If I pull up to the block and I jump out like, yo, let me holler at y'all right quick. Automatic pressure. Like, hey, nobody's coming to think.
Look,
Let me
let me give you a quick story. I had this is cameraman who wanted to work with us or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, yo, meet me on Elizabeth Ave. That's where I'm from. It's just from North. I'm like, yo, meet me on Elizabeth Ave. I'm about to pull up in a second. Like, he gets to Elizabeth Ave. He calls me immediately. Bro, where you at? It's hella people out here. He like, yo, I'm waiting in the store until you get here. As soon as I pull up, he come out the store and shit. I pull up. I told him, like, yo, come out the store. Whatever. He come out the store. They right in front of the store on his ass. Like, they see him stand next to me. And I was talking to the dude. I was actually giving him an SVG hat. I was talking to one of the niggas from outside, giving him a hat, or the case may be. He looked back like, bro, who is this? Like, and you can see the nervousness just right because he's not from here. I'm like, no, he's with me. Like, but if I had pulled up and you was standing right next to me, that energy would have been completely different. It wouldn't have been, who is this nigga and like, why are you here?
I'm agreeing with all of that, but for the central topic of the conversation, when he was like, I want to go to Newark and I want to do this, y'all was like, yeah, you can't do that.
It would be hard for him.
No, I ain't say he couldn't do it. I'm telling him it's tough.
It would be hard. It would be hard.
But y'all didn't say because you're a male, it'll be tough.
It would just be hard.
Because he's already a male. That's the obvious.
It's gonna be hard dirt. Like, it's gonna be more.
It's gonna be hard. He's not from Newark and he's just trying to come there, open up shop. It's gonna be hard.
All right, so let's just double it down. If you're a male, it's harder for you to come to Newark and try to.
Yeah. If you're a male, you're not from. If you're a male, you're not from North. You need to talk to somebody from North and get him involved before you start.
A respectable man from North.
Start doing what you're doing.
Well, we gotta change
somebody who's
even getting the wrong North nigga won't get you nowhere.
So I'm saying somebody stamp that need they stamp got a whole weight for you to be able to set up shop and do what you gotta do.
Whatever area you're gonna go to, you had to get somebody from that area that's respected. It don't matter
it's
who.
crazy that it's our block that's respected though. Like, cause if you look at the history, everybody
that's
coming
totally
in.
not true. I'm sorry.
DJ Khaled, Lord Dirt, everybody.
That's everywhere. It's the same
Nobody's
thing.
exempt. You come out there, niggas is on your
I'm not talking
head.
about Newark. I'm talking about any other city.
All right.
Yeah, that's every city. So you mean to tell me if you go out of state, you won't have to check in?
I ain't gonna lie. If you a non-Jersey City nigga and you think Albie Al ain't about to be involved in what you got going on, you're bugging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's the same.
Because you could come to Plainfield and do anything you fucking want.
I don't even think that's
Plainfield's a peaceful place.
That's what I heard is people out in Plainfield.
It's some hitters. It's some hitters in Plainfield, but
they got a chicken shack out there. That's crazy. It's like Jersey Fries.
They do.
You got multiple chicken shacks.
It's one in particular that's like
Kennedy's Fried Chicken.
exactly.
And that get
And you know exactly what I'm
talking about. There's some hitters in Plainfield, but they ain't really coming out to play like that unless you disrespect them per se. But it's niggas like if a celebrity come out here, he need niggas with him at his event.
Yes,
that's a fact.
Just look at the cops, for example.
People go to Cali and they be like
you checking in.
Snoop Dogg said it. He's like, I don't come out to the East Coast and I don't come to New York without making certain calls.
You have to.
It's not even make certain calls to be like, yo, am I good? It's like, yo,
it's just a respect thing.
Is everything cool going on right now? Like, talking to
how the energy out there right now.
Like,
yo, let me know if I should just stay home. Like, you feel me?
Some bags just ain't worth it.
I went to meet my mans and we was driving in the Uber. I looked at the sign that shit said Compton. I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, we meeting. He ain't telling me who we meeting. And he like on some you shit. Like I'm pulling up.
You know why we on two different pages right now? Because you guys are talking about the hood. Yeah, and I'm just talking about cities in general. The hood is not the only type of city that exists.
This is what I'm saying. But listen, anywhere I feel like it's not even like a check-in thing. Because check-in people say like, yo, it's like you got to check in to make sure I'm safe. But like, if you want to touch the community, you always have to tap in with somebody who's respected in that community.
Okay, 6'9". 6'9"
If you want an easier way, if you want to reach more people faster, it'd be.
If you want your plan to be more fluent,
it would be more helpful for you to tap into somebody who's respected in that community. You can do it without it. It's just you're just gonna get a lot of resistance.
It's not even about the hood. It's just about the city.
The suburbs kicking you out.
I'm saying Billy ain't about to listen to you before like.
That's actually not true. It's a guy that lived behind me. He was not from Plainfield because he knocked on my door and he was talking about where he was from, whatever. He came to Plainfield and actually won mayor over the black guy that's been there for God knows how long.
Black don't do good in politics.
But it doesn't matter. He still won. And he wasn't from Plainfield.
He white?
Yes.
Exactly.
Plainfield mainly white?
No, it's not.
Oh, alright.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to talk about hoods, that's something different. But I'm just saying, there is potential.
But who set up shop to do anything in the non-hood and what we doing?
Wait, what? Say it again.
Who really set up anything in the field that we're talking about in a
music or like
non-urban period?
And anytime they do, they get pushback. When Chris Brown, Kanye West, they move in these areas, it's like they get pushback from the community off top. See, they're like they're not used to it. So like you gotta start with what people used to you, what people look like you. And where they came from, it's like
I have to research that.
Yeah, maybe because I feel like I know myself and I feel like I have potential to do things like that.
You do.
Because I feel like I've been. No, I don't.
You want Karen Civil. Like you got certain Karen Civil can touch down in Chicago with Lil Durk and be good. Why?
That's a fact.
Karen Civil.
You got
she's like
I don't feel like Karen had to go to Cali and check in though.
But she does
because she's a woman.
Check in, though.
She got YG. She had Nipsey.
She good with Nipsey. She good with
a Crip and a Blood.
Yeah, she had to start from somewhere. She didn't home overnight.
She started here in New Jersey.
I know that.
Yeah, so exactly, you have to start where you're from.
And where she started the same place I did in New York with Funk Flex.
Yeah, so I will see you in Cali soon.
So you can go to other places and touch down and make your mark there.
But New York,
like check in. I don't consider it check in because she worked for Flex. Like
Flex was her New York plug. Flexes was good for since 90 or 80 something.
That's a difference than checking in. She tapped in with
Flex to her coming up with you and me when you first got
That's why I said we gotta get rid of checking in. Is like you gotta make sure you're safe.
Y'all say checking in like
tapping in is like, yo, I'm gonna connect with you so I can reach these people.
This is my thing. Anytime when I go to Cali, I hear almost everybody I know. Anytime I go to Atlanta, whatever, I hear everybody know like I'm about to pull up. Not even on some checking in. It's just on something like I'm about to pull up. What's going on? Because if I come through,
that's
like,
normal protocol.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can pull up on you, and you might have whatever you got going on, and then I'm automatically good. Because I pull up, and they like, who this nigga? I'm like,
calling somebody in the area that you're going to just makes your job that much easier.
Yeah.
Why am I about to go to your backyard and try to find my own wave when you can just give me the address to the wave?
When I be by your house, I'm like, yo, I'm by your house. Like it's just like
common protocol.
I don't know, cause he can't thugs. You don't want go be a city and it's like I'm
I ain't checking it.
Dolo.
Nah, I don't know.
I ain't say
Nah,
so.
Kayy def good in the hood.
Of course.
I think it's different than being a black male, bro. It's a black male thing. Like you can't just pull up anywhere. And just be
That's
like,
because we prideful as men.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're not about to just come in my backyard and start setting up your grill.
And it's territorial.
But come on.
How you cook out in my backyard and I ain't know about it?
Nah,
That's
no
true.
But you can say that we did it in all different
like
cities.
that
We
shit.
did it in, you're from Newark. I did it in Newark when we did Network and Chill. Then we went to Hoboken prior to that. We took over Hoboken. We ain't need to introduce ourselves. We ain't no introduction. This is what we doing. We here and we start stamping shit.
You want to know what I think it is though? Because like with events, I think it's a little bit different. Like especially with Hoboken. Hoboken's not like, Hoboken is a good area. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if
but
you
they
throw-
look down on you.
Of course,
being
but like
black and from up here.
Of course, but now if you throw in an event there, all you need is the venue to give you the okay. Then you could just bring home with you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? All this
One-offs is different than actually setting up shop.
Exact, setting up shop and having the people in the community come fuck with you. You feel me? I bet you if you would have do it for Hoboken people, they'd have gave you some resistance. Like, yo, who are you? We ain't never seen you over here. It don't matter where they from. You feel what I'm saying? It's a little different.
Word, that's a fact.
I'm gonna tear my thug down.
Yeah, please. Nah, 'cause I knew Kay was a thug, and she had star power. Like the first day I met her in class, I said, "Oh, like here's a cute girl. I'm gonna go sit next to her." I sat next to her, and she started running off her shit. I'm like, "Oh."
What?
I said, "Oh." I said, "Nah, this girl is a plug. Like she's tapped in all the way. I'm cool with her. Like it's over."
I heard her snap on somebody. I was doing something. I walked out the room. She was like, "I got something." I'm like, "Up, turn back around." And I was like, "Damn,
Why y'all
talk to you like 30 minutes."
Kay get on her shit quick.
Yeah.
She gonna let you know, like, yo, listen, I'm not to be played with. Period.
But
So,
honestly, I had to learn a lot of that from Qua, because when I first was getting into it, I'm like, it's too many men. They bothering me. They doing this. So when I started seeing him and the way that he maneuvers the situation, I'm like, oh, all right. Same way you got your plays from whoever you watch. I'm like, all right, that's how you do it. So when he wasn't around, I was able to put my foot down and be like, no, this not going down. Then I could call him afterward and be like, all right, this one went down. I'm going to need you to handle the rest of it.
And it's different when a female come around, she already put her foot down. Versus a dude coming around, he already put his foot down. So automatically, I'm like, who is this nigga? And why
That's
you
a
trying to talk
fact.
to me like that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, all
Who
time.
mans is this?
That's what I'm saying, all time. Everybody looking around like, yo.
That's a real question though. Like,
Yeah, like,
that shit, it look like it's a joke now on like memes and shit like that. But that who mans is this? If somebody don't say that's my mans,
It's over for you.
they get serious after that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, why are you here?
talking to me when I'm around? I'm like,
It's
why you
probably-
even talking to me? You don't talk to him. Like,
It's
I don't
probably
even know.
one or two things.
Don't say nothing to me. Like,
why you even talking to me? That's a real thing.
Don't
Listen,
talk
after
to
who
me
mans
like-
is this, if nobody validates, there's probably one or two things said after that, and that determines where this is gonna go. Either you
I-
go
They gonna
I
ask
really
you
don't
directly,
know.
and then based off your energy, it's gonna
Word
dictate
up.
how we handle this.
that's how it really
See,
be. Like, if I don't know,
You
I'm
can be
not
humble,
talking
like,
to
nah,
you.
I'm here, now I'm trying to do such that. Nigga might hear you out, like, oh, I bet. What you mean?
Hey,
All right, let me show you what I mean now.
You good? You good?
Niggas hit you. What happened? Yeah. That's all it is. Or what
A
happened?
nigga
That's
two
all-
hand his jeans, you
Yeah,
better.
yeah, just like this.
Once
Just
you
like
see the
this.
pants pull up, it's like,
What
bro,
happened?
get out of there.
Get out of there.
Get out of here.
So
Nigga two hand his jeans, you is on.
That's the worst thing that can happen for you in any situation. Is like, get out of there.
it don't matter where you at. In two-handed jeans, it don't matter where you are at.
Swinging on you, you're getting a shot.
Danger
One of those two
is
things, like.
danger is following right
Yeah.
after. Nah.
That's immediately after.
Females, y'all get that energy. Automatically, a female jump out, niggas is relaxed. They're like, ooh, who's she?
Like, they be cute and all the
relaxed.
time.
Now then they get pressed, then they start fixing their hat. Hey yo, my mom.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
Let me
most
talk
y'all
to you.
gonna get. Bro.
Excuse
Y'all
me,
come through,
pardon
fix the
me.
whole community, no problem.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Kayy was good from the door though. Like when I mentioned Kayy and brought her to like the North people, they fucked with her from the gate. I mean, but then that's just me. Like if I fuck with her, it's like, she gotta be solid. She gotta be some type of solid, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. The stamp is real important.
Well, I want to give a huge shout out to Qua Bellamy and BabyATM
Yes,
for
yes.
coming through.
Thank you
today
so
and
much.
chopping
I
it up
appreciate
with
it.
us.
Thank you so very much.
Good luck with everything, all your endeavors that you will endure in the future with SEG.
Appreciate that.
What I got
Appreciate
from
that.
this interview, he's the man, like he's the mastermind, and he got the stamp, and he's next up. That's what I got from this entire thing. Like, appreciate y'all for coming through the whole rap.
You want to shout out your Instagrams before we
Please, shout out to Instagrams,
Go ahead, give me
everything.
Instagram.
BabyATM, BABYATM, no underscore none, just BabyATM.
My shit, Qua.Bellamy, QUA.BELLAMY. My Twitter, Quamania, QUAMANIA. SEG, shit lit.
Or I don't got no Twitter or anything.
Southside Entertainment Group. BabyATM lit. Rest of the artists lit. We in the studio after this. Kayy lit. Rest of the hosts lit. Everybody lit. Everybody doing their
Everybody
thing.
lit.
All our men network.
We out.
Get out.